All right, so we are moving to multi-view paper, to multi-view sketches. It's probably viewed as kind of like, I don't want to say the most complicated, but it's tedious because you really have to be neat and very, very neat and thorough with your work. So what it takes is, you'll notice that there's three of the four kind of sections are orthographic or just grid paper. And then the top right is that isometric paper. You might just get an image that hopefully isn't too hard to sketch for you to briefly sketch into that top right corner. And then from here, if we remember, this is where shading really comes in. I said this when I was teaching isometric sketching. This is where the shading and shading well comes into play. So we know that we have the front. We know that we have the front right is the side, and then the top is the top. So what you do here is you always start in this bottom left corner because that's the front. You always want to start and what the front would look like. And in this case, the front looks like these three squares that are tall. So I'll draw that. Doesn't really matter where I draw it. I see, so three squares that are tall. That's what you would see. And you don't have to do this by any means, but you really don't have to do this. So I'm not going to make that necessary. You can, shade that in with the same shade that you made this, but like I said, unnecessary. Now here's where a lot of people mess up. These very dim lines, you should go up now. And you have to think about, what would the top look like? The top, if you go from looking at your front to looking at the top, it's also going to look like 1, 2, 3 squares. And then if you look at the side, and this is once again now, so now the front looks like this, the top looks like this. You could shade that if you want, but you really, really don't have to. And then what you have to do, and this is where you really have to be neat, is you make the lines going from the top of the front and the bottom of the front, and you draw what that would look like. And the side, you're gonna make, and this is what, that's what the side would look like. You can draw right now, well, for now, the boxes. So look, when you look at the front, you see these boxes. When you look at the top, you see the three boxes again. And when you look at the side, you see this side here. See those, in that case, 6 boxes. Something that confuses a lot of people is going from the front to the top. A lot of people would say, yeah, but if you look at the top's gonna look like this. When you have to look at the top assuming that you're just looking at the front. So when you're looking at the front, this is what you see. When you look at the top, you go like this. So that's why you're seeing that. So it's not like, okay, front is here, top is there. That's a big misconception. It's front is here, and that means you're looking at the front. And then top goes like this. Then back to front, and then side. So this is what you're gonna get. And that's multi-view.